Hey friends, Mindy here, and I've got some encouragement for those of you who've ever asked the question, why do bad things happen to good people? You know, as a pastor, I found that this is one of the things that trips people up in their faith more than anything. It's when really terrible things happen and there's no explanation. When cancer diagnosis hits, when they lose someone they love, when they're struggling with addiction, when they can't seem to fight depression or anxiety, when really terrible things happen to good people. Why is that? And if God's a good God, man, why is there so much pain in this world? How am I supposed to believe that God is a good God when there's so much evidence of hurt and trouble in this world? Man, if you've ever heard that, if you've ever said that, why do bad things happen to good people? I've got a word for you today. I want you to take a look at this teacup for a second. Now, I happen to love to drink tea, all types of teas. And so I just want you just for a second to imagine that you made this teacup. And maybe you have no idea how to make pottery. I sure don't. But you really put some effort and an intentionality into making this teacup for me. And you made it the perfect size and made the handle the perfect fit so that I could sip it. And you even put details, and I don't know if you could see them, little flowers and roses and garland around the edges. And then you trimmed it with gold and you said, this is the perfect teacup for Mindy. And you gave it to me. And you said, do with it what you want. I made this just for you. And I said, wow, thank you so much. Now, friend, I have a question for you. Is this the same teacup that you gave me? Imagine I brought all these pieces to you and I said, why did you do this to me? Why did you hurt me? Every time I try to use this, it cuts my finger and it cuts my lip. Why would you give me such an awful gift? Why would you hurt me this way? You would say, Mindy, that's not the teacup I made you. You see, friends, this is not the world God made us. He intentionally put together a wonderful, beautiful world where there was no pain and no suffering. Even animals didn't have to die. We were all vegans back in the Garden of Eden, and he gave us the world and he said, it's yours. You have free will. And we chose to use that free will to destroy it and to destroy each other. And because of us, sin has entered the world, and we now have a broken world. And we go to God and we say, why would you hurt us? Why would you do this? And the truth is, this is not the world God intended for us. So is there hope? Absolutely. You see, when we broke our world, God made a new one that would last forever. And he made a way for us to get there through Jesus. And he sent his son to die for atonement for our sin. And he said, anybody that claims him to be their Lord gets to come to my new world where there's no pain and no suffering. We're back to the way things were meant to be. So what do we do while we're here? Is there purpose in the pain? Absolutely. We fight. The Bible says we don't fight against flesh and blood. We don't have to fight each other. No, we fight against an unseen force in a spiritual realm that wants your soul, that wants you to not have faith in a good God. We fight and we overcome. So when cancer comes at you or a loved one, when depression is attacking, when anxiety is on attack, when addiction wants you, when you're facing trouble and tribulation on every side, you fight the good fight, and you overcome, because this is the only chance we have. The fighting is over once we get to heaven. You don't have to fight anymore. There's no tear, there's no pain, there's no suffering. But while we're here, we fight, and we overcome the enemy, and we help other people do the same. And we get to enter that new world where it's unbroken, and we're all healed and whole again. Friends, I hope this has been an encouragement to you. Feel free to share and encourage somebody else today. I hope you have an incredible day. God bless.